Hi. Are you in the mood for a reading? I'm in the mood for a reading. How about we just pull a few cards and see what comes out? Sounds like fun, right? Ace of Pentacles. I definitely feel like that's in tune because we're at the beginning of a new year. And, new year brings new possibilities, new opportunities. I always love to say new year, new you. And people always think you gotta change your body or you gotta change your hair or you gotta change, some aesthetic in your life. But sometimes that change can just truly be, and I love that we start the year off in winter because that's our time when we go in and hibernate. So that's when the time, if simply you say, I no longer want to make up excuses, and you commit to that and you don't do it, guess what? It's already a new you. You define what is a new you. You define what's new in your new year. But you have some type of new opportunity coming your way. Let's find out more about this opportunity. That was really sticking out to me. This opportunity comes in. Like I said, I was just talking about rest and hibernation. It's going to come from something, and let's say it could be something that you ended last year, something you ended in 2024. Or it could be something that you're just ending in your life currently. It could be a relationship. It could be you want a new job. It could be just somehow how you used to identify. You no longer want to identify as that way anymore, as that person, as that career. You know, you want to be something different. You got the world, and now the world is about cycles. And you may have realized that you have been in a cycle, or you have been keeping a cycle going, and you no longer want to do that. You're ready to break a cycle. You're ready for something new and good for you. Best time to do it at the beginning of the year. And you like very filled up behind this. Like Knight of Wands is someone very passionate, very fiery. Think of like the skateboard, like just very on the go. Now, sometimes they can say things and not necessarily follow through. Sometimes you kind of see like imposter syndrome energy around that. That's not to say that's what you are. It's just more so you have so many ideas. You have so many things that you can do. Like the opportunity. You will have more than one opportunity. You will have more than one basket to put your eggs in. Now, it is up to you to know exactly what you can commit to. So, and that's, winter, that Four Swords, that's the important part of this rest right now. This is important part of winter. That's the important part of hibernation. 3, 2, 1, I just saw on my timer. And that's about awakening, like awakening to your purpose, knowing that, yes, I'm good at this, but does it bring me joy? Does that feel like, my mission? Does that feel like I am of a service, not just to myself, but I'm in service of others? So pay attention to what it is you're getting into, and don't get caught up like, oh, I started this and didn't follow through. I started this. Okay, I get that. But a lot of times, sometimes we have to shadow and intern to figure out exactly what it is we want to do. So don't feel like you're an imposter. You're trying to figure out who you are. Let's say that awakening, I saw 3, 2, 1. You're trying to figure out who you are. You're trying to figure out your purpose. So you may bounce around from things, but I feel like that's the purpose of this right now. And you will find what you're meant to do. You will find that mission. All you have to do is stay in tune with yourself. 6 of Swords, and that's what I'm saying. You're ready. You're ready to move away from what no longer serves you. And yes, it's challenging. Yes, it can be hard. Yes, it can really, like I said, but if you're trying to show up as something new, if you no longer want to identify as how you were showing up in the world before, it's meant to challenge you. It's meant to challenge you to your very core. You have to remove, things that, let's say you went to school and like you're a lawyer, but you got into that and you got into doing that, and you realize you kind of did it. A lot of times when we go to school, it's like early in life, like our 20s, when we're still figuring out who we are, we're still identifying with societal norms, social norms, and things like that. And we do stuff just because we're good at it. We're good at it, or we're going to make a lot of money in it. And you may have realized, okay, I don't want to be a lawyer anymore. That never was for me, or, I actually want to help people in a different way. I cracked the deck. Wheel of Fortune. And it's like we all have those moments when we're at the top, we're at the bottom. And, with it upright, I do feel like you're in the upright. It can feel like you're at the bottom right now because you, like I said, it's a new opportunity. It's trying something new. You're passionate about these ideas, but it's the unknown. You don't know how it's going to turn out. Where, like I said, if your steady career, going back to my, lawyer example, you got steady money, you got steady income, you know what your day-to-day looks like. So you just want to keep that. But really, it's not necessary. You don't have to keep that if you don't want to. You can step into your King of Wands energy. Okay. You can be a boss. You can step out of this energy where you start something and don't finish it, or you have this idea but don't always see it through. You can step into, I'm going to know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to be the best at it. And it's going to get done. With that like red flag, you ain't waving no white flag. You waving the red flag. You like, you have power. You have control. You are a boss. With that fire leading your way. Like, got 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, baby. Like, what are you talking about? There's so much fire in this, so much passion. It's like, go after what excites you. There will be opportunities created for you this year as long as you go after the things that excite you, the things that you always thought you could do, but your parents might have told you couldn't do it. Your friends might have told you that was silly, or financially it didn't even look like it was possible. Don't be so rooted in, I think, in that Knight of Wands energy. The Knight of Wands isn't so rooted into what makes sense logically. They're just willing to try stuff. And that's how they get to that King of Wands energy, because they're willing to try. And then they found the thing that worked for them and they dominated. Okay? And you will dominate whatever you're meant to step into. But first, you have to be willing to try. And on top of that, you have to be willing to fail. The only thing that beats a fail is a try. So be willing to try. Be willing to fail, fall and fail flat on your face, and then get back up, because you never know when that next time that you get up will be the time that it's that $1,000,000 idea, that $1 billion business. Don't give up. Just try.